the rocking around the Christmas tree stuck in my head at the moment, so that's the party that's happening upstairs for me. So, welcome again to another installment of self-care through the Advent and holiday season using my childhood Advent calendar. Today, we have the opposite of the blue stocking, because you can't have one without the other, apparently. So, through this holiday season, yesterday we talked a lot about self-care in the masculine energy. So as we start, I'm going to say we are talking about energies, not gender, not sexuality. Whatever your body is, whatever you identify as, that is absolutely fine. Rock it out 100%. This is energy we're going with. So we talked about masculine with the blue stocking, and now we are going into the feminine with the red stocking for today. So how do you honor your sacred feminine through self-care during the holiday season? Everyone does this differently. We talked yesterday about action and decision-based decisions and exercise and things like that. We're going into, so masculine is the blade, feminine is the chalice. What can you hold? What do you hold inside yourself as your sacred feminine that needs to be fed and nurtured during this time of year that maybe isn't fed any other time of year? For me, I know that like honoring my inner goddess has a lot to do with baking. Oh, every time I'm in the kitchen baking, the sacred feminine is rocking out 100%, which is awesome and fabulous, and I love it. And so for me, that's a lot of it. It's a lot of nurturing energy. And when we think of nurturing, a lot of people's knee-jerk reaction is to go into nurturing of others. But self-care, all about the self. How are you nurturing yourself this time of year? What patience are you giving yourself? What compassion, which we've talked about those two things already through the Advent calendar. So what are you doing for yourself to feel nurtured? Are you taking time to nurture yourself? And with that also comes feels. Feelings can be very feminine. So are you giving yourself space to feel your feels in a nurturing way? A lot of us are like, I don't need to do that. I'm just going to push it down until, the new year. After the new year is when I'll have feelings. Not quite the healthiest thing. Now, if that's what you need to do to survive, rock it out. But that's generally speaking not a healthy way to do it. And it's not the best use of your time. So if you could carve out just a few minutes a day, what would you do with that time to nurture yourself? Because if we're being honest, none of us have time right now. And if you only have a few minutes, what would it be? Would you give yourself affirmations? Would you be taking deep breaths? Would you be stretching? Would you be planning to have a better 2024? How would you be manifesting the life that you want if you only had a few minutes a day during this busy time of year? And a lot of people are always like, oh no, I need at least an hour. Yep, 100%. You may need at least an hour. Yes. But if that's not realistic, then you shouldn't be focusing on the hour. Unfortunately, I don't want you to focus on what you need right now because those needs may not be met. I want you to focus on what's actually realistic for your self-care during this time of year. And so it's, if you only have 2 minutes, what are you going to do in that 2 minutes? What would be best for you to do in that 2 minutes? Would it be breathing? Would it be journaling? What is it? And if you only have a few minutes a day, make it something simple. Make it something stupid simple. Make it something that you actually don't have to think about to get done. Because if you make it complicated, you are just screwing yourself over when you don't have a lot of time to be doing self-care. And it makes it, so many people complicate their self-care to the point where it's impossible. And they're like, see, it didn't work. I have such a problem with anyone who says, see, it didn't work. Like they're triumphant in failing themselves, failing their own self-care. You're not proving anything to me. You're not proving anything to the world. All you did was shit in your own bed and be like, see, it happened. Yes, it did. What are you going to do about it? Your self-care is all about you. And if you are complicating it, that's a you thing. If you are putting roadblocks in your own way, that's a you thing. Self-care, people want to blame things outside the self, and those things are absolutely real. I'm not saying they're not. I am simply saying that there is so much more you have control over than you're giving yourself credit for. And a big one is breath. You control the breathing in your body. Unless someone has a bag over your head or is strangling you, you have control of the body and your breath. So control those things. Feel empowered to sit in a way that opens up your energy and allows you to feel calm. Breathe in a way that causes your nervous system to feel like it is not being under constant attack. Be mindful of these things, and they will help you in the small ways that you need to build a self-care routine. It is not meant to be easy. If it was easy, we would all be skipping through meadows and shitting rainbows, and it would be fabulous. But unfortunately, that's not the case. If it was easy, we'd already do it. If that complicated system that you have was working, you wouldn't be watching this going, how am I going to survive in the next week? You wouldn't be doing that. By all means, watch, share, enjoy, share with other people. But don't stall out your own self-care, your own progress, your own intuition that screams at you every single day of what you need to do to live your best life, to have what you need to be successful in manifesting the life that you want, whatever that looks like, however that looks to you, because we all manifest differently. Some people want to manifest success and money in a big house. Other people want to manifest a family and kids. Other people want to just manifest like mental well-being if mental illness runs in their family. Your manifesting is going to look totally different than anybody else's. But what are you doing to make your manifesting work? Because Santa's not giving it out this year. He didn't give it out last year. He's not going to give it out this year. Accept that. Accept that. Accept it and be okay with it. So throughout this holiday season, and I know we're talking about the feminine, and I'm just kind of going off on a giant tangent here. But as you all know, wherever the energy takes us is what we talk about. And apparently that's what needed to be talked about today. So go forth and do what needs to be done. Create space for your self-care, even if it is a few seconds. I think that self-care can be done within 15 seconds. It is one deep, mindful breath. And people think that that doesn't mean anything and you can't get a lot done with one deep, mindful breath, but it's more than you were doing before. So you can't complain about it. So make space for your self-care and start small and move up and be aware of what you are actually in control of and what you are empowered to do. And that will make your self-care building so much easier and build for the success and the manifestation of the life that you want. Those are all very important things. So go forth, have a great day. We are almost done with the Advent calendar, only a few days left. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. Go forth. I hope this has helped. If it's helped, like, share, follow. If it hasn't helped, that's okay too. It's not meant for everybody. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay that it's not meant for everybody. So go forth, have a great day. Enjoy, be the hero of your own story. And if you need help with your self-care and your psychic development, the link is in the bio. Bye, everybody.